Well, hey, welcome back to My KC Live. If you're looking for a licensed real estate broker and parent who understands the importance of finding the right home, then our next guest has you covered. Here to share more is LoRay Easterwood and his daughter Carter Easterwood. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us back. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. You both look very dapper today.
Thank
I just
you.
have to call that out real fast.
Thank
Carter,
you.
you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right, today we're talking about home equity. So first things first, what even is it, and then how is it calculated?
All right, so home equity, simply put, is the difference between what you owe on your mortgage and what the value of your home is. So let's say, for example, you owe $200,000 on your home and your value is $300,000, then that $100,000 difference is your equity.
Okay. I don't own a home, so I've never really known these things.
You should, right?
I can help you with that, yeah.
That's right. That's why he's here.
Honestly, it's
Exactly.
really important for me to know these things before
For
I
sure.
even dive into that.
For sure. Someone even in the green room asked me about equity and stuff like that, so a lot of people want to know about it. That's the whole point of owning real estate.
Well, there you go. And again, it's why it's so great to have you come on and talk about these things, because it's important to everyone, whether you're in a home or you're not in a home. Now,
for sure.
Talking about that equity, how do you access it?
How do I access the 100K is what I want to know. Let's go right now.
Like,
You told me
the
100K.
Right. Well, I got you.
Okay.
So I'm biased as being a real estate agent, but selling your home obviously is one of the options, right? And that's one of the few options where it's like your money is free and clear. So you sell your home for X amount of dollars, take out your commission, closing costs, so forth and so on, whatever's left over, you get to keep free and clear. Now, let's say you don't want to sell your home and you want to stay put. Then another popular option is a cash out refi. So with a cash out refi, you're essentially replacing your old mortgage with a new mortgage. So let's say, for example, you get approved for a $240,000 loan. You pay off that old mortgage of $200,000, that $40,000 difference, you get to keep in cash. But keep in mind, you are starting over a whole new loan, so you want to make sure you're fully aware of that.
Oh man, there's so much that goes into this. I feel like
It is.
They didn't teach me this in high school at all.
I know they didn't, but
or
that's
elementary
why
school. Carter, you learned early, right?
Absolutely.
She's like, you know all of this, don't you? You hear all this all the time.
Yep.
She's like,
I'll bring her around with me all the time for sure, touring homes and everything.
Have you sold any houses, Carter? Not yet.
Not yet.
Give it time. Give it time.
It's coming.
She's
It's
working
coming.
this weekend.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's say someone has an amazing interest rate on their current mortgage. Are there options that then don't affect that?
There are, yeah. So, a lot of people are in that situation. 2 or 3 years ago, we had historically low interest rates.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you have that, great interest rate on your old mortgage, there is what's called a home equity loan. You can do that. So you get one lump sum. So let's say you're approved for $40,000. And you pay it back just like a car loan, right, or a second mortgage. So you have a fixed interest rate, fixed payments, and just pay it off till you pay off your balance. And then there's also, with a little more flexibility, called a home equity line of credit. So it's just as the name implies, it's a revolving line of credit. Think of it like a credit card. You don't get one lump sum like the loan, but you can just make draws during what's called a draw period. But keep in mind, with that home equity line of credit, it's attached to a variable interest rate, which means your interest rates can go up and down during your repayment period. So
I just need to call you is what needs to happen,
absolutely.
Right? I mean, there's a lot of different steps here. Best is just to call you, right?
100%. Absolutely, yeah.
That's what my takeaway on this. I was like, it seems like there's a lot of moving parts, because there's a lot of moving parts, and you're the one that's keeping your eye on all of this. Now, let's say someone does want to find out the current value of their home. How can they go about that?
I'm so glad you asked.
I'm so happy I asked.
Yeah, call me. Hit me up. I can send you what your value is. I also have a tool on my website, listwithlorray.com. You can go down, scroll down. It'll say, what is my home equity? Put your information there, boom. Send you a report that shows you the value of your home, your equity, and some of these options we covered.
You're making it really, really easy for people.
That's what I do.
You're like, listen, that's the name of the game. Well, thank you both for being here today, and also just breaking down the barriers of this conversation that can sometimes seem a little overwhelming, but you make it very easy to talk about. So thank you both for being here.
Thank you so much for having us. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, guys, to connect with LoRay, and we know that you want to because it can be confusing, you can check out his website, listwithlorray.com, or you can just give him a call at 816-777-3251.